This is a spiritual conversation between Zen Master Rinzai and his disciple Kato. The bamboo groves whispered as the evening wind brushed through the temple garden. Zen Master Rinzai sat beneath a crooked pine tree, sipping tea from a clay cup. His gaze was still, yet full of fire, like the edge of a blade resting in silence. Kato, his young disciple, approached with a bowed head. He had been in deep meditation for days, yet a strange question had been troubling him, haunting the spaces between his breaths. "Master," Kato said gently, "may I ask you something that has no form in my mind yet presses like a stone upon my heart?" Rinzai nodded. "Speak. Even emptiness has weight when carried too long." Kato sat down and looked at his hands. "I have been pondering this koan. What were you before your parents were born? I do not understand. I see my body, shaped by my father and mother. I see my mind filled with memories. But this question points beyond both. What is it truly asking?" Rinzai leaned forward, placing his cup down on the moss-covered stone. "Good," he said, eyes sharp. "You have stepped into the river where words cannot swim. That is where the real path begins." He pointed at a rock beside them. That rock was once a mountain, now small and still. Yet its essence is unchanged. Before you had a name, before you had a face, before even breath, you were. Kato frowned. "But Master, how can there be me without form, thought or body? What kind of existence is that?" Rinzai struck the ground sharply with his staff. The sound echoed. "Who heard that?" "I did," said Kato, startled. "Who is this I? Is it your name? Your memory? Your idea of yourself? Or the one who witnesses all of it?" Kato closed his eyes. Silence pressed in. "That witness," Rinzai continued, "is not your personality. Not your thinking mind. It is not born when your body is born. It is not extinguished when your body dies." Kato's breath slowed. Rinzai spoke again, quieter now. "When you dream and 1,000 lifetimes unfold, who is watching? When thought stops and only awareness remains, who is that? When even the question vanishes, what is left?" Kato opened his eyes. He looked at the moonlight on the surface of the koi pond. Nothing and yet something. A presence. Not mine. Not mine. Rinzai smiled. "Before your parents were born, that was you. Before form, name, identity, birth or death, that stillness, that clarity, that awareness, it is your true face." Kato whispered, "So I am not becoming. I am simply forgetting. And remembering," said the Master, "is enlightenment." They sat together in stillness as a single pine needle fell to the earth. Neither moved. The universe had spoken without sound. Moral of the story: your true nature is not your body or your mind. Awareness is timeless and unbound by birth or death. Real realization comes when we look beyond the self we think we are. The question, "What were you before your parents were born?" points not to an answer but to a direct experience of the unborn self. Thank you for watching.